Super Auto Pets. Let's give it a go. It is the last of the weekly. Whoa! This might be only my maybe second ever time having this castle background. I feel like they added so many new backgrounds, and I've unlocked a few of them. And then I feel like I've just never seen a lot of them. Like I never see this one. It's crazy. We'll go with the geese because the geese are being offered. We'll go with the fish because I like him more than an ant in general species. I do feel like a fish probably could eat an ant. You know, an army of ants, that's one thing, but we only have 5 spots here. We can't fit an army of ants. Their logic, it does not stand in this game. Perfect siblings, bear, Pillux. Magical fries. Magical siblings. My sister's magical pants. Magical fries. They don't actually have to be magic, they just have to taste really good to be considered magical, and at this point, isn't all fries magical by that logic? All pretty amazing. I ordered some Indian takeout yesterday, like curry and things, and they offered something on the menu called, like curry fries, which understandably is just fries with curry put on them, but my brain was like, that makes so much sense. It's insane to me that I haven't seen a different restaurant also offering that. Like, I'm sure there must be other people doing it, because it's just like, yeah, it's like a potato and you put the curry and that's delicious, like right on top of it. It makes all of the sense. That team is almost me, but I think I am in fact better. Indeed, by like 1 stat point, and in the early game, that is all that matters. Literally nothing else has any relevance. You know, I haven't done a peacock like all of this weekly, you know, because I just think the peacock's kind of boring. Mostly just because he's like a default good unit that is a tier 2, so you see him all the time. It's not even like, oh, I didn't get a bison this run. You always get a peacock, and I just don't really want to run it half the time. I'm not gonna save you, because what's the point? I would like this giraffe. Sadly, I do not have any money. I cannot afford you, but maybe tomorrow. The fun part about Super Auto Pets is that you get paid whether you win or lose. Which is like, well then why win? Why win if you're gonna get paid anyway? And why even care if you lose if you're gonna get paid anyway? And the idea is like, well, either way, you don't get to take the money home, you have to spend it on animals, which is kind of jank, so honestly there's no gain in either direction. However, if you die, eventually you commit death in the real world, and that's pretty spooky, so we're gonna choose to continue trying to live, I would say. You may leave. However, the stork may be joining the squad. That's a level. This man is better than anything else. But this is a level. In fact, Goose is out of here, and today it's this. I can't be committing to the Goose every day, all the time. The Goose, he's fine, but he's not the biggest of gentlemen. The big fish, I realized we had a little bit of beef recently. I've gotten over it. I'm not gonna hold that against this fish. This is obviously a different fish. All of those previous fish were from an entirely different family. This family is cool and chill. We're cool with this family. I don't want to, like, associate or whatever. It is turn 5. Give me something cool to eat. None of these things are cool to eat. That is a super summon. I guess we could do the summon build again. We did a summon build last time, but we didn't win. So by that logic, nothing is lost. It's better than just fish. So that's something. This is summons, that's cool and all. This is a good unit, that's also cool and all, but how about I have another one of the 2 guys I already have, Have you considered leveling as being more superior than good units? And most people would probably say, actually, I think that a good unit could very easily replace a leveled low-tier guy, and that honestly, in order to achieve the game's like success and stuff, you have to get rid of low-tier levels in order to get dudes who have cool abilities, and I'm like, stop talking to me. Nobody asked your opinion, and they're like, you literally did. 5 seconds ago, and I am gone. I've evaporated into the air. I've ceased to be part of this conversation. Yes? So he's leveled with, that's cool. Doberman, I'm sorry, we're not doing that thing. We're doing this thing. And if you leveled, which you shall not because you hate me, you know what? I was thinking this whole time that the leech is in the pack, and I was like, is there anything he goes with? And only the Triceratops. He goes with the peacock. I haven't seen anybody. Summons are so strong this week. I haven't seen a single person run peacock leech, I don't think. Which is just one of the classic, like, yeah, it's amazing. Like, there's no lollipop, so you're not gonna get the health out of it, but it's still a quick and easy little, like, high strength man at the very least. I don't think I've literally seen a single person do it, which is insane. Maybe because everyone similar to me just didn't even notice. So nobody is leveled, so you're difficult to want to do, but also I want to do you very greatly, so you may join the team. This man is benefited by these guys, but I kind of want to see if we can find a leech at this point. Like, we're so, you know, if we're gonna be doing a leech thing, well, 4, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, okay, Poodle is not gonna function today. I'm so sorry, Poodle. Maybe if you had a different ability, and also if you had done your hair this morning or something, I just feel like you're not really ready. You look sick. Are you sick? And she's like, no. Why does every time I don't put makeup on, people ask me if I'm sick? And I'm like, it's a common occurrence, okay? You can't be fighting or being cranky about stuff that happens in the real world to everybody. And she's like, yes, you can. Stuff that sucks still sucks, even if it sucks often. And I'm like, you know what? Heard. Valid. He is so close to being leveled. I just want a leech. Just one solid leech. Would I sell you or you know, just to get this man out here as well? We have a level 2, no, that's fun. There's the leech. I guess the slug is going to be the one getting kicked for it, which makes this a very interesting series of events because it means that I started summons, and then I decided 100% to not be doing that anymore. That's a lot of scaling. In fact, your team is almost exclusively scaling. Does that mean my team was just less scaling? It does not. How about try scaling less, you silly goose? You could just have better units. That's too many penguins. Okay, you're out of here. The leech is going to hurt, I would say, the peacock first. This man can be leveled. He is our king scales. The tiger does nothing. The leech is not going to stay forever. I think I just kind of wanted to eat this triceratops. You know what? Just eat the triceratops. It's fine. Just simply eat that. I wish you could give you $1. In fact, if I give you $1, I don't even have to get rid of the leech because that becomes an infinite gain. Because he wouldn't lose any health if I'm just constantly feeding him. And those guys are getting natural scales. I don't even think the Triceratops wants to be at the front of the line right now. He's kind of clogging it up with him and the leech, you know? You could see, look, if that guy had died earlier, that would have gone a lot better for us. The fact that these guys are too far ahead was a problem. I will say there's a lot of stuff happening here, which I would consider a vague problem. I guess you could be back there, big guy up front. It's scary. It's a little frightening. My toes, they are a-twisting. The stomach, it is a-grumbling with the fears and whatnot. I just... His stats are going to no one. I hope they specifically go to the stork. That's the only positive opportunity we have here. Go to the stork, feed the bird that is white and has a baby. Feed the baby bird, please. I have more birds than I originally expected I did. No, we're gonna frickin' die. No, we're not. Doberman is king. Everyone knows this. Even when he's not activated, Doberman is actually king. So, you're gonna get leveled. Why, you ask? Because he's actually not, because that's not really a good idea. Instead, he is gonna get leveled. And this situation is gonna become infinitely cooler. So much cooler, in fact, that I don't think I even need the penguin. Because honestly, I just don't want these buffs to go to the penguin. And it did, because that's what I said, but I kind of think that his scaling alone might be enough to just be like F scaling altogether besides him. And just let everyone live with abilities. But what ability would we take? A sniper? It's kind of late for a dolphin. No. Can't defeat me, I have the power of summons. My one summon dude is gonna save us from the universe. And the universe is very mean, so it makes sense. You know what? This is amazing scaling. Get out of here. We're gonna run a dude who is cool. I know that we're like at the end of the game, so it's kind of an intimidating period of time to start like switching it up. I really want him to level, but maybe this guy is just already close, and I just feel like I'm so easily tempted by closeness, and then it was a mistake, but that's fine. It was a mistake, but that is fine. The peacock at this point is almost actually fine without ever being bit by the leech, and I just feel like it's a waste of turn. Like, you just get, like, 8, right? It's not doubled any 12, that would be one good bite. But it's the same amount of stats as just leaving him behind the Triceratops, so it's not actually any better. Spicy. I will kill you and then I will summon a zebra. Surprise, zebra. I bet you didn't consider that one now, did you? We could simply buff people, but we could also level. Yes? Yes. Wow, all of the goodness today, and I can't afford to buy you today, so I will promise to maybe do it tomorrow, except not because I unfroze you. He's just given the leech a bunch of food. I don't really want the leech to continue doing that, but I guess it's okay. That's a lot of stats there, Captain. Okay, that one didn't die as fast as I was hoping. This one's chill. That one's fine. It's fine. 8 wins. We're doing pretty good. you can level. The fact that you have a peanuts, it's one. The fun thing is that since they switched tools to no longer like double up, they always skip to the next guy who doesn't have that tool. The walrus has been increased in strength because now he's guaranteed. He's guaranteed to go to the good place, which is hitting literally all 4 of these dudes. I don't even care about you leveling so hard that I'm not even gonna do it right now. My cat would like to leave the room. BRB. She's in a better place now. It's called the room that my dog's auto feeder is in, so she can steal food. Maybe like 1. To be fair, his food is a lot bigger than her cat food, so by the time he finishes the entire amount of food, she is still chewing on like 1 piece of it. And I assume it's not bad for her, and my dog is too nice, so he just kind of lets her do it. So I'm just kind of like, I guess this is chill. He's not losing much food, and she is not really gaining anything because it takes her so long to eat it. I don't even know why she wants it, because like, dog food is half vegetables and cats are carnivores. Their food is like better because it's mostly meat, and I'm kind of like, girl, where are your priorities at? I saved this. I don't need it. You know what, actually? No, but that's stopping him from being dead. He is actually a good target for this because it's basically another guaranteed 6-6. However, I like the fact that he's keeping his health up because I think he's gonna die anyway. I mean, I guess this guy can have more health. It's probably a little bit of a waste of money there. I should have rolled multiple times anyhow. He exists as our scaler. He's basically like a penguin. He's not existing for what he does in-game, like in battle, although he kind of is, I guess, because he's still doing his ability in battle. He's just a really great penguin. This Triceratops is functioning as an amazing penguin. Oh, he's not leveled yet. For some reason my brain said that we were doing good things with that. The fact that this man does not have a turkey of any sort is a godsend. It means I finally got to kill that dude, and I think I can handle this. I cannot handle this. That is very unfortunate. The quantity of peanuts that happened there was, in fact, a tragedy. Too much peanuts for this gallery. Maybe I'm allergic to peanut butter. I'm not, but if I was, that would be very rude of the enemy team. 9 wins, though. Pretty alright. Just seagull with peanuts, I hear, is supposed to be great and all. It's just like a thing you gotta set up and stuff. That's my problem, I think, is that I see the teams where people are occasionally doing things that seem crazy and bombastic and like, whoa. You had to get a very specific set of animals to make that function, but when it functions well. And I'm just like too lazy to make that happen. I'm not gonna set it up, you know? Upset Mavericks, gnarly tentacles, booming packages, some upset tentacles. These tentacles ain't happy and they're gonna frickin' show it. Decent. The duckling, it killed them, but for the future, I can appreciate the idea of your duckling scaling. Not for me, I won't do it myself, but it looks fine on you. It wouldn't look good on me, but for you. When you go grocery shopping, when you go clothes shopping with your parents, and the only thing either of you ever say to each other is like, yeah, for you, like that outfit for you, not for me. It goes like, yeah, kinda ucky, but you know, maybe you would look cool with that. I don't want to like burst your bubble of dreams. If you want to dress like a roller skater from the 80s, then you can do whatever you want, Mom. We can actually level. So you're saying that I could do a giraffe again? Behind this man, who is in fact a great dude. It's kind of insane how that dude is a tier 2 because he is just so great. I realize at level 1, and kind of at level 2, I guess he's kind of just a sheep, which is of similar tierage, so you'd think it's basically like a slightly different sheep. But he also just feels so much better than a sheep. Which is crazy, because maybe now that I'm saying that, I'm like, he's just a 1 stat difference to a sheep, and he puts the dolphins in the back instead of where he is. Which is negative in terms of things like helping a shark, you know? So, like, maybe he's just a worst sheep? He's just a slightly... Why don't I like the sheep as much? I feel like I just don't like the sheep. Have I been judging them improperly this entire time? Should've got more sheep in my life. I feel like I never take them, specifically because I hate facing them, so my brain says, ooh, they're evil, don't touch them. As much as they may look like Wooloo from Pokemon, who is apparently the cutest thing in the universe, they're still evil. I think it's just better at level 3. Because the sheep at level 3 does 2 rams with more stats, like 2, 4, 4. Yeah, I guess that is the idea. And it's been really easy to get it to level 3 so far, so that has not been an issue. Almost a level, and actually a level. The seagull thing is only crazy because you have to guarantee that it gets a thing from the dude, which is not something you can specifically do on your own, I don't think. Okay, we've got a lot of dolphins. You're both dead, 2 dolphins. Dead, 2 dolphins. It should fit. I believe it is fine. This is a dude who could do a thing which I could keep. I could keep you up. You'll be one turn behind, but I think one turn behind is not so dangerous as for me not to do it. I see that you've eaten your slug. It feels like a stupid idea. I think it's going to be an extremely neutral idea to end with, but meh. I still have a dog. The dog is the victor. Dogs has only ever always been victors. Except when it comes to the dog v cat, in which case cats are pretty freaking cool. Do I even want to level it? Maybe we just aren't even on a groundhog. And by that logic, actually, you can level because I do need a space. I didn't get a thing for it. I knew that was gonna happen. I keep the stork. I really like the idea of keeping a stork onto the late game and then pilling it. We don't have any pills, so that doesn't work today, so I realize now that maybe I shouldn't be doing that. You know what? This is a sell thing. It at the very least, it's gonna give me 1 extra gold. So for that, we applaud you, Weasel, that I think I have literally never purchased before. And he would make a very beautiful mink-like overscarf thing if we ever wore those anymore. Sadly, the fashion, it escapes us, and probably for the better, because if they were made of actual animal fur, that's just kind of sad. So he had what we had, except he had that bird that feeds people. I, in fact, do not have a bird that feeds people. A slug! I don't want that. Interesting proposition, but I'm going to have to admittedly tell you that you're kind of stinky, yes? This thing sounds like a pig when you buy it, which is an interesting thing, but I guess so. I mean, my only knowledge of anything buffalo related is kind of the sound that Appa makes from Avatar, which I realize now that he is in fact a bison, so that's not even related at all. None of this matters. You know what? My stork is a piece of crap. It's got 2-1 stats. He can just freaking get eaten. He's only gonna summon a 3rd tier thing, but at this point, it's technically better than what we got going on. Their leech is eating a shark. Interesting concept. Ooh, you could use the leech to summon many dolphins. Which could be cool, but you can also just get dolphins this weekly, so I don't know if that's necessarily the fastest maneuver towards it. Or if dolphins are actually worth the effort, but there's minimal sniping, and there's a lot of summons, so it's actually not too bad to run a bunch of dolphins today. I'm keeping you, because you're level 3 at this point, so whatever. So there's not really, I was like, should I switch the giraffe to summon that guy? But no, I think it's fine. And this probably is actually really good for us, but I'm gonna roll anyway, because we have to commit to change. I have to keep myself open and free. I can't limit my options here. It is turn 8. It is turn 8, Bison. I will allow you to exist for a period of time, and I will trust that you might do something, but I will admit I am not honestly super hopeful. This does 4 damage, this does 3. Logic stands. 4 damage is better than 3. Yeah, I can count over 3. I know that's a little bit of a flex, and I try not to sound too narcissistic, but dang right, I can count to like, maybe even 5 on a good day. Doesn't even matter, your slugs are useless. Your slugs are weak and babyish. How about more dolphins with cowboy hats? Have you considered cowboy dolphins? 2, 4, 4. It's gonna be a 2, a 4, and a 4. That is 2 animals. Technically speaking, that is better than what we have, so still good. I love the macaw. I wish I could take him. I shall not. You may all have a sandwich taco thing. This is a buy sell, and this is for tomorrow, and this is for tomorrow. Many things are for tomorrow. We're even gonna give the zebra a little snack. He gets to do just a little baby amount of scaling. And he better appreciate it because he didn't really deserve it. It's just because he looked cute in his hat, and it feels like he kind of belongs in this environment, you know? Nice. Dolphins continue to never be used, but I appreciate them nonetheless. Get out of my face. Get purchased and get stacked. But how about a buy and a sell, though? Well, if you say it that way. Everyone gets tacos again. And we go extra beluga sturgeon. We have so many sturgeons. I rolled because I didn't really care to not roll, and we got a chocolate bar, so extremely worth. We are once again doing neutralities. This is the weekly of interesting things, right? Because in terms of animals and things you could do, it's pretty broad. However, I keep running teams that are made entirely of gray and brown dudes, which is like really ugly to look at. No, wait, there's dolphins in there. I have a little splash of blue. I got a little accent color in the back. Come on, dolphins. You can't just have, like, each one more attack. That's not something you can just, like, spawn of yourself. Kinda weak, yes? You die. There are 4 spaces available. You summon 4 dolphins. I could give him a mushroom, but it would do so little. Goodbye. Here's the interesting concept, though. I kind of just want to keep a boar. 2, 4, 4, 6. We do this. We just start scaling with the poodle and ignore everyone else, like the buffalo. I'm so sorry. Like, your time is gone to be using your ability. You're still decently statted at this point. Maybe this is a bad idea, because we are lacking in the ability to have abilities, but I could also put a mushroom on him, and then he would be a boar with mushroom. And everyone knows that pigs can sniff out those little really rare mushrooms that cost $1 billion, even though they just kind of taste like a thing. So it makes, like, logic sense. His lore, it lines up with his backstory. His family used to farm mushrooms. His parents got killed by some traveling warriors that ended up being like the Demon King. He is now part of the D&D group trying to defeat the Demon King. It turns out the Demon King is actually one of his cousins who killed his family because they were plotting to kill him. It's a whole circle of things that happen. Truffles suck. Truffles, that's the word. Yeah, I don't even know what they taste like. But then also my brain has an innate thing inside of it that's saying that they're not good. So maybe I do know what they taste like. Either I've been extremely influenced by the opinion of whatever I've read that's that they're not, or I did and I forgot about it because I have an opinion. I have an opinion about something I've never experienced. Isn't that crazy? People never have those things, especially not on the internet. Okay, so this is stupid and I've seen it before. The worst version of that is that I saw someone have a seagull who was giving that bird mushrooms as it was being spawned back to life, so it was just continuously doing that with the Wolverine behind it, and I was just kind of like, well, I see what you did there, but I didn't like it. I could level you, but for what reason? For cool reasons, I bet. Yes to you. So this boar is never going to do anything. He's too weak and a baby, and our poodle is only scaling +1/+1, so it's basically like not usefulness all around the park. However, we could fight that same team we just fought, except this time with the seagull I was talking about, and get absolutely obliterated. You know, we could do that. It is an option. You know, now that I think further about it, it could be kind of fun to die here, you know? Whoa. No! I was like, wait a diddly-do. It didn't happen, but then it frickin' did. Stupid-ass seagull. Yeah, okay, so like seagull plus shooty guy plus guy who shoots, like, so original.